This is Grade 3, Module 5, Lesson 6. The objective of this lesson is to build non-unit fractions less than one whole from unit fractions. I'm writing the unit fraction 1/2 in unit form. If I were to write it in numerical form, it would look like this. The 2 is the number of parts the whole is cut into. So I'm going to write number of equal parts in one whole. The top number means that you're talking about one equal part. Let's apply these to some fractions. The circle is a whole. It is partitioned into thirds. So the unit fraction would be 1/3. I can then shade one of the unit fractions. Right now, 1/3 of my whole is shaded. I can make a copy of this unit fraction by shading another 1/3. Now we have 2/3. Let's count them. 1/3, 2/3. I can write it like this: 2/3. Remember, the bottom is the equal parts. So we have, the circle has 3 equal parts. And this top number is how many parts we're talking about. In this case, 2 equal parts are shaded. So let's just review. We started with 1 unit shaded in our circle. Then we shaded another unit to make a copy. 2 copies make 2/3. That's why instead of writing 1/3, which would have been the fraction for 1 unit fraction, we changed it to a 2 for 2/3, or 2 parts of our unit fraction. Let's try this again. In our rectangle, we have 8 equal parts. So it's split into eighths, or partitioned into eighths. I'm going to shade 1/8. Then I'm going to make copies of my shaded unit fraction. So let's see, let's make 3 copies. So we have 1, 2, 3 copies of my unit fraction. So the fractional unit in numerical form.
Good afternoon.
So in our rectangle, we had the whole partitioned into 8 equal parts, and then 3 of those units were shaded, giving us 3/8. Let's look at a question from our homework. Number 2, Mr. Abney bought 6 kilograms of rice. He cooked 1 kilogram of it for dinner. What fraction of the rice did he cook for dinner? The first thing I did to solve my problem was to draw a rectangle, and I split it into 6 because I know there are 6 kilograms of rice, so I'm going to split it into, or partitioned it into 6 units. I know he cooked one of those. So he cooked 1 kilogram. So then I can shade in 1 because that's what he cooked. Now I know he cooked 1 out of 6 kilograms. So he cooked 1/6 of the rice for dinner. What fraction of the rice was left? Well, now I can simply count the unshaded parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are not shaded. So I've changed what I've talked about, which is now going to be the unshaded units, but we're still going to use the same unit of sixths because it's still split into 6 sections. So Mr. Abney cooked 1/6 of the rice for dinner. 5/6, part B, of the rice was left.